Yep, it's Friday. Welcome back guys, Mr. Rawlings here. Time for a bit of a news rant, give you some information on what's coming out that you might not know about, that kind of thing. So we now officially know that on March 28th, the Supergirl episode will air, which features the Flash, Barry Allen. Now of course, Supergirl is a different network to the Arrowverse, so Arrow, the Flash, Legends of Tomorrow. So it's good that they're going to let this crossover happen, considering they're not in the same universe, as it were. And the fact that she's in a different universe, a different Earth, I guess, might explain why we've not heard about Supergirl in the Flash or the Arrowverse yet. Except, and spoilers here guys, if you've seen Legends of Tomorrow, or the trailer for it, you'll see that the time traveller says this: "I've seen Men of Steel die and Dark Knights fall." So obviously he means he's seen the Justice League fail, i.e. Superman and Batman come to an untimely demise by the sounds of it. So then if Superman and Batman at least are in the Earth where Arrowverse is taking place, which is Earth 1, or that's what they call it, then how come we've not heard of Supergirl before, and how come they've never been mentioned? Now it could be that Supergirl doesn't exist on Earth 1 or Earth 2 that we've seen in the Flash. It could be that she's in Earth 20 or something, and that might explain why we've not seen it yet. It could be that she never made it to Earth, you know, it's just one of those things. So it'd be interesting to see if when the Flash does do this crossover episode, he's like, oh, so there's a girl from outer space, she's from, what, planet Krypton, she's like, got superpowers, that's weird. Because if he is like that, it won't make any sense, because how he should be is, oh, we've got a guy like you on our Earth, yeah, his name's Superman. That's what it should be. And if it's not like that, it's just bad continuity, and they need to think about how to do crossovers better, retcon where they need to sort the stories out, but they should just, if they're gonna allude to there being other DC characters in these universes, they should just go full out. They should be like, oh hey Barry, I heard that Clark Kent or Superman wants to race you next weekend, and they'd be like, I've got too many metahumans to take on for that. That's how it should be. Of course, with it like that, it does kind of make Green Arrow kind of lose a point of existing, because it's like, you know, he really is just a human, and there's all these superpowered people everywhere, and it's like, is he really any use to anyone? I don't know. But I think Green Arrow is awesome. At least, you know, the show Arrow I think is really, really good. And so if you've got time, check out Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, and maybe catch up on Supergirl if you've not been watching it for the crossover. And then yesterday, of course, it was the final trailer, or at least it should be the final trailer. It was called Trailer 2 when it was actually released, but I presume it's the final one for Captain America Civil War. If you've not watched it already, then I suggest you go watch it, if you care at all, obviously. I did a reaction video, you can click to watch that if you like. And yeah, it did look really good, to be fair. I'm not saying it looked like the best Marvel movie I can ever imagine. I still don't think it's going to be as good as Guardians of the Galaxy, at least for me. But yeah, it looked promising. It did look really good. But what the main point of it was for me is the fact that, spoiler alert, SpiderMan made an appearance. He's in the movie, and we saw him at the end. Now, when I first saw him, I was like, oh, I don't like his costume at all. I was like, oh, looks too sort of fake looking and too cartoony, and just looked a bit weird. Then I watched it again, and I was like, actually, I quite like that. And then I saw this high-res image of it, and I've just fallen in love with it now. I just think it looks awesome now. It looks like the old sort of retro 60s, 70s, 80s version of Spider-Man, but made in a realistic way as to how a modern suit like that could exist, you know, from like the fabric and the design of where the belt is and all that kind of stuff. I really want to see how it actually looks when he's just walking around talking to people, because obviously the scene we've seen is heavily CGI'd, and I just want to see what the actual physical suit looks like, the actual prop, when he's walking around the set. Well, not the set, but the movie. And then the interesting thing about the suit also was the fact that the eyes sort of retracted. Now, in the animated versions, obviously, to show the expression on his face, he'd sort of squint, and the mask would squint. That was really cool, and I liked that, but obviously it makes no real sense, because if you put a mask on your face and you squint, the mask eyes don't squint as well, so it makes no sense. So I think it's cool that they've done it, but I hope there is some at least brief explanation of the tech that it uses to do that, some sort of retracting lenses or something like that, and perhaps there's a reason why it does it. He's getting some sort of special view for it. I don't know, because why would he need it to do that? I don't know. Maybe he just thought, I think it'd be really funny if my eyes go like this. People would be like, what? It's like a mask. And if that's the reason, great. But yeah, like I say, I hope there's some explanation that it's tech that does it. And yeah, there's been really mixed reactions to the suit. It's basically love it or hate it seems to be. I was on I hate it, and then I've turned quite quickly to I love it. So I can understand why people would be on either side. We do need to see it in the movie to make a better decision, I think. And then also this week there's been a trailer for the multiplayer for the upcoming game Doom. It's a closed beta unfortunately, but I thought we'd take a look at the trailer and see what it's got on offer. I'm already pretty sold on getting Doom anyway, just for the single player, so if the multiplayer looks good, it just sweetens the deal really. So here's Doom official multiplayer trailer. Play!
PEGI 18.
It's an 18.
Warning. Lockdown disengaged.
They look like Halo soldiers almost. It looks really cool. Splat! Oh, it's like taking his legs off and everything. Reminds me of like playing Quake or something. Oh dear. Is that someone playing as that demon? Oh, this looks smart. Yeah! This looks so smart. What? Oh, nice! It's like AVP. You like turned into like the alien and pouncing on people. Well, that looks pretty good. It reminds me of, I think I said Quake, but I think I meant Unreal Tournament, multiplayer anyway. And it almost was a bit like AVP, where you can play as the alien xenomorph, and you can sort of do the pounce thing on people. And it looks a bit like Halo multiplayer as well. It just looked like quite a lot in one shell, but it didn't look confused. It just looked good. I would think that would be a really good multiplayer game, to be honest. Don't know how much longevity it would have, because it doesn't seem like there's any sort of leveling up you would do or unlocking different weapons. Not that I particularly like that, but it gives you a reason to keep playing. I don't see it being as competitive or sensible or serious rather as say CSGO, but it did look like a thing you could just jump on real quick on a Friday night, get some kills, just basically it's just a really casual but awesome looking multiplayer game. And just to round off, guys, finally for Daredevil Season 2, which is out 18th March, and they release every episode in one go. We've seen the Punisher now with his proper costume, I guess you'd say, with the skull on the front. And what I like about it is the fact that it doesn't look cheesy. Now, the Punisher is supposed to be a really serious character, actually kills people, but whenever you've seen him in like an animated show or something, it always looks a bit cheesy where he's got this big white skull in front of him. But this actually looks quite realistic. It's the sort of thing you can imagine like a mercenary doing in real life. Sort of tagging his gun or his armour and that kind of thing. And this is good because it's real sort of Kevlar looking armour he's got. Well, it is Kevlar. And he's painted it or something, and he's done something to it just to make it look cool, just to be a symbol like he knows a Daredevil is. But a different symbol, different goal in mind. And it doesn't look cheesy, it looks badass. So yeah, as I say, 18th of March that will be out. You can watch all of them in one go. Bring it on. So that about do it, guys. Click like if you like that, click subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video. And until then, if you're going to do a crossover story, make sure you sort out the continuity and it all makes sense, okay? Bye! Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.